Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a bumped up request from Brad. Thank you very much, Brad. It is for Liam Clancy, and the song is an Eric Bogle cover, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. I am familiar with this song. I used to hear it quite a bit a long time ago, many decades ago. I don't know who I heard singing it though. It could have been Liam Clancy. It could have been Eric Bogle. Maybe it was even somebody else. I don't know, but I do know the song. I'm a bit familiar with it. Uh, Brad said he grew up listening to the Clancy Brothers, and I'm not sure if I've heard of them before. They're a band from Ireland. We used to see occasionally on variety shows bands from Ireland and on the radio, but I'm not positive whether I've heard them or not, who sang classic Irish songs. And Liam is one of the brothers, and he's singing a classic Australian song about war. So, yes, this song is not one of the cheerful jingles that you've probably been listening to over the Christmas seasonal holiday. It's going to be a bit darker, and but you know what? You're probably ready for it. You've heard enough of those Christmas tunes, haven't you? They're playing everywhere. They started, I think, in September. But anyway, here we go in just a minute. I will put a link down in the description to the artist channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. I really do encourage you to do that. At the very least, hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description, there's a way to bump up your request and get it much quicker, as Brad did here. Just use one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you have a shout out name you prefer, let me know that too. And you will get your reaction very quickly indeed. So benefit to the channel and benefit to you at the same time. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, taking a moment to push that button. It really does help and I appreciate it. Also, thank you to everyone who's liked videos, commented, sent information and suggestions. I read all of your original messages and I answer as many as I possibly can. So keep that happening and keep the channel growing. All right, let's go with Liam Clancy, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. It says at the top, World War I anti-war song. Um, yes, kind of. He didn't write it during World War I. Let's not make him older than that.
The band played Waltzing Matilda. The band played Waltzing Matilda.
That's as close to the beginning as I can get.
Now when I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived a free life of the rovers. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat.
I really like his voice. I like the accent too. I've always loved the Scottish and the Irish. I know they're not the same. I'm just saying I like all. I kind of like pretty much all accents. I don't know if I've ever run into one that I didn't really like. Uh, I just think it's fun. It adds a lot of. It's like different kinds of food. It adds variety, color. Yeah, I just think it's great. Yeah. So obviously heading into war. I think when I was very young when I first heard this song, um, I thought that it was literally waltzing, you know. But I think it's more about the freedom, the lifestyle, um, and maybe some waltzing as well. But I think it's more about the freedom and that. I won't recognize some of these locations, but I'm sure Australians know.
Waltz my Matilda.
Voice great with the guitar as well. It seems like a small
And
venue.
in
Kind of hard to see, but
1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda. as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the tears, flag waving and cheers, we sail off for Gallipoli. Well, I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, oh, he'd primed himself well. He rained us with bullets and he showered us with shell, and in 5 minutes flat we were all blown to hell. Nearly blew us back home to Australia.
Yeah, back to Australia. I remember I did Anzac Day, and I mispronounced that one location as well. I'm not even going to try now because I'll do it again. I'll mispronounce it again because it's stuck in my head. But you know, if you're not there, you're not there. The city I live in, they mispronounce all the time, and I can understand why. But anyway, it's a very, very touching, sad song and a commentary on, yeah, what humanity continues to do, and looks like we're going back in some more again, because certain leaders just think war's the best way to get done what you want to get done. And I won't go on and on, but I'll tell you, it makes me very sad, but it also makes me incredibly angry as well that we just don't seem to be able to learn, and certain leaders who sit on their fat asses just think this is the best solution still. Anyway, let's go.
Us with shell, and in 5 minutes
His voice is awesome though.
we were all blown to hell. Nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. And we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then it started all over again.
No real winners.
Those who were living just try to survive in that mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, though around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, then I wished I were dead. I never knew there were worse things than dying. For no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and near. For to hump tent and pegs a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, those proud, wounded heroes of Suvla.
Yeah, the shell shocked, they used to call them, and PTSD. Did I get the letters in the right order there? They call it now. And yeah, my wife and I had, you know, ancestors, family and some came back missing bits yeah, if you look back into the history, it's just vicious and I mean it continues on today. I mean for many places in the world are still butchering one another and bombing one another, etc. It's a different battleground than it was in World War One, but many of the results end up being the same: people's lives destroyed, etc. So, um, yes, and I remember, as I say, when I was young, when I was a kid, basically, I interpreted Waltzing Matilda as actually literally waltzing with Matilda with a lady, and then when it got to the part about his legs and everything, I remember being just crying because it was so sad. I'm trying not to do that now. I'm smiling sometimes because the music is so beautiful, the guitar and his voice. Um, but of course, the content of the song is incredibly sad, particularly when we haven't learned our lesson. All right, let's keep going.
And when the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn, to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared. Then they turned all their faces away. So now, every April, I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me, and I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glory. I see the old men, all tired, stiff and sore, the weary old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more old men disappear. Some may no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as they march by the billabong. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me?
Nice. Good job. That looks like a very intimate setting there. Perfect for his voice and the guitar. I'm losing my voice here, but uh, yes, really well done. I thought that was incredible. A little bit of the Waltzing Matilda song close to the end there, as always, and yeah, just exceptional. So why do the old men keep marching, and we have Remembrance Day here, and My Country Too, and everything else? Well, why ostensibly, or at least what we used to be told, was so we don't forget so we don't repeat. But that doesn't seem to work. We seem to keep repeating it anyways. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess you question it, but we just have to keep trying. We just have to keep moving forward, convincing people that it isn't the way to go. Life, nature is cruel enough. It's beautiful, but it's also cruel enough. You will die anyway. Why do we continue to want to hurry it up? Why do we want to make it, and not just death, as he said, there's things worse than deaths sometimes, and the suffering of continuing to live in pain or missing parts and all of that is horror as well. And it's bad enough when it happens sort of because of a natural occurrence, but it's worse when we cause it ourselves, when we do it to ourselves. I don't know. I don't. But anyway, and I know there will probably be messages again because I've certainly had them before, and I still get them occasionally from some of the other songs that I've done, about how naive I am, and they'll even go into being a little ruder than that, and would you like to live under this regime or that regime? Or I'm saying if we all put them down, we won't have that issue. I feel like yelling, but I'll try not to. Most of you I know are probably not thinking along that line, and are at least wanting, whether it will ever happen or not, we're wanting to have a situation where we don't keep seeing the other as the other, and we start recognizing that humanity is humanity, and do better. Anyway, Liam Clancy did an amazing job, absolutely wonderful. Thank you for this request, Brad. Check in the description for a link to the artist channel so you can go there and check out everything on the channel. And at the very least, hit the subscribe button. Check in the description for a way to bump up your request and get it much quicker than on the regular list if you should like to do so. If you like the song, I know it's hard in a way to say you like when it's such a sad and painful thing, but the artist did an amazing job. Give it a like. You can also let me know in the comments what you think of this song, this version of this song of Liam Clancy or Eric Bogle or anyone else. Trying not to cough here. Um, yes. Um, I think that's not all I have to say, but it's all I'm going to say because I could go on and on and on, and I would probably say things that would um, possibly disturb people even more than I already have. So I'll stop there. Um, yes, keep listening, keep having fun. Hopefully we can do better as we move forward. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Until next time, bye bye for now.